man.
To the submarine.
Yeah.
Let's go to what's a tour about?
That's what they that's how the ship moves though. It turns around.
It's water.
Yeah.
Look, it's an actors.
You excited about going to submarine?
Yeah.
Good. Got a big submarine?
Just have fun? Alright guys, get started. Electrics. So electric means hybrid. Diesel engines on the surface, batteries underneath. If you try and start these big engines up underwater, you do run the risk of suffocating your crew. Alright, the big thing with the number on it's called a sail. The plane coming off of that is a sail plane. If you look up on top, you're going to see all of our equipment. All that stuff can actually drop down into the sail, making it look flush. The shiny things are our periscopes, and the big black thing on the back is our snorkel. It brings in fresh air for the crew and it takes out everything. Prior to 1945, United States submarines didn't have a snorkel. That's because we stole it from the Germans. If you look after, you're going to see our rudders sticking up out of the water. And just underneath the surface back there are our snorkels. Up, down, left, and right, just like an airplane. Although we intentionally try not to roll because it makes people sick. So, any questions, guys? Alright.
Careful.
We'll
do it.
Stages to make sure.
Thank you. You're actually going inside the submarine, Kitchbro. Never did that when I was your age.
Scooch, guys. Come on, have a seat.
Come on, come sit by Dad.
Movies, everything from Hawaii Five-0, Episode 4, Season 1, called Samurai. We were in it for about all of 30 seconds. Go ahead and look it up. It's actually kind of fun because it has Ricardo Montalban in it doing a really horrible impression of a Japanese sailor. Hot Thread October, the scene in the Russian torpedo room. That's our torpedo room. This boat is a movie star. And by the way, these were Blueback crew members paid to shave their heads and learn to sing Russian drinking songs. We've also been on Nova, Good Morning America, and a National Geographic episode called Titanic. This is also the one they used in Transformers. The biggest submarine in the world, the Russian Akula, better known under her NATO name as Typhoon. This one right here is the Ohio. It's also called a Trident. Now that's our big one, our boomer. If you put that one's tail on the ground and her nose in the air, she'll actually stand taller than that pink building out there, by almost 3 stories. And this one right here is the USS Holland, our very first submarine in the year 1900. That little one is gasoline powered. Not a good idea. Gasoline explodes.
Look at it, computer.
Yeah, that's an old one. I'm not gonna use that kind of a computer.
Look at the parachute.
Maybe. Sure.
28. Don't touch
Thank you.
anything.
No good.
Did you find it?
Nope.
Oh dear.
What they lose?
Battery, I think.
Need an inspection mirror to get to look down underneath the.
Underneath the water.
I'll stand over there.
Alright guys, go ahead and stand wherever you like. Now, this is the control room. This is the brain of the boat. This is not a bridge, however, like you see on Star Trek. Because the bridge on a submarine is up here, up on top of the sail. There's room for 3 guys to sit or stand up there when we're on the surface, because as you might have noticed, we don't really have any windows. You can't exactly see very well. So these guys are going to be responsible for guiding us around harbors, surface ships, and the like. We are as blind as a bat. We're going to primarily use sound, sonar, to see. On the screen board back here, this is called our Christmas tree. It'll turn red. It tells us whether those huge hull openings that we have, like our snorkel, are opened or closed. Now, you never dive if anything on that board is red, because if you do, you're going to find out what happened in 1939 to the USS Squalus. Go ahead and look it up. It's actually pretty gory, especially after they refloated it. Now, the controls up here. This one controls the sailplanes under rudder. That one controls the stern planes. But in an emergency, both can do exactly the same thing. Over across the way over there, that is our attack center. That is where we're going to aim and fire our torpedoes from, featuring the TDC, Torpedo Data Computer.
Need to fire a torpedo?
Yeah, can we try that?
Atmosphere would be very unhappy. I like the one with the blue lights. It's a giant slide rule. Nothing computerized about it. Oddly enough, made by the same company that used to make sewing machines.
Big white? The blue?
Blue lights. Would you guys like to hear the dive alarm?
Yes.
Alright guys, this is extremely loud. I want you guys to plug your ears, because I'm going to count 3 and
Plug
pull
your
this
ears.
twice. You're not going to like this. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, sounds like the movie.
That's the sound it makes when
Right
it's
now,
about to sing.
2 blasts would mean dive.
Oh,
Dive,
sorry, I
dive.
shouldn't say sing.
For surface, you would actually yell surface, 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 and pull that same alarm 3 times. It's used for 2 different things. Alright guys, use any red spot. Now,
Sides pull down.
no they do not.
Try to control the submarine. The wood. Here. You try that?
Now while we're doing this, does anyone have any questions?
Don't touch anything.
That's what I use for controlling the submarine there.
Actually, we kind of had a problem with that first one right there. Okay. All blocks up. Pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be. Wrap my nice shirt.
Careful. Don't bump your head.
Yes or no?
Hey, come on.
Alright guys, now this is the BlueBack's torpedo room. This room can hold 22 torpedoes at one time. If you look all the way forward, you're going to notice our 6 torpedo tubes. There's 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. This is the room where the hunt for Red October was shot. Now if you look all the way forward and up, you're going to notice our forward escape trunk. That is how we're going to get out of a submerged submarine in case of an emergency using one of these.
Are we going to do that?
You want to do that in the limit?
Why don't we just launch it, fire the torpedoes though?
Now, this is only going to work for about maybe 400 feet. Any deeper than that though, say 500 feet, the human body really doesn't like it. The human body has a tendency to go smushed, implosion, take your pick. Now that same hatch will also bring in our torpedoes. We're going to bring them in tail end first. There's a hydraulic lift right underneath this board. It's going to reach up, catch the torpedo, and level it out. From there you push. That is not easy, considering each one of these torpedoes probably weighs more than your car. Now this big black one that I'm sitting on, this is the Mark 14, the World War II torpedo. Mark 37, Mark 45. That one can have a nuclear warhead. And a Mark 48, water torpedo, wire guided or a sound hunter. You tell it where to go and who to hunt, you put it loose to hunt on its own. Has a range of over 20 miles. Now I know somebody saw the bunks. Yes, you could sleep in here. Sleeping in here is a really good idea, mainly because of the air conditioning. There is air conditioning throughout this entire boat, but you might only notice it in this room. Air conditioning is a dehumidifier. You have to remember, we've got 85 guys in a steel tube. That's a lot of humidity. Now in this room it's cranked up because of the explosives, but I'm not necessarily talking about the warhead. I know at least in this one, the stuff's called Torpex. You can light this stuff on fire. It's not going anywhere. It's the fuel you have to worry about. Because this one's alcohol, that one's hydrogen peroxide. We do not need this stuff getting up to 120 plus degrees. The BlueBack has been reported at. Now when you sleep in here, you are literally sleeping with fishes. It's another name for a torpedo. And they don't snore, thank God.
But your crewmates do.
So any questions, guys? Alright, as we head further aft, I want you guys to take a look for the submarine showers.
Don't worry. I'm going to get help you wake up on this one. Don't worry.
Alright guys, now this is the crew's quarters. This is where the crew slept. Now I want you guys to remember
How big a
something.
crew?
The submarine service is volunteer.
Right.
You have to want to be here. So just remember this, because there's only 66 bunks down here for the 77 enlisted guys. It's called hot bunking, because sometimes a bed would still be warm after you'd switch. Now if that's not enough to get you to join the submarine force, just wait, it does get worse. There's only 2 showers for those same 77 guys. The 8 officers have their own upstairs and further aft. So what this means for a standard 60-day cruise, you're going to get a shower once a week, if at all. I have known guys that will go 60 days without a shower. No laundry facilities.
Computer closet.
Hey,
Whoa.
little bunny. Hey, little bunny. Hello, bunny. What you doing down there?
Hi, Energizer
Everybody
Bunny.
budding, huh?
Have a seat, guys.
This seems pretty. Oh.
Have a seat, guys. Have a seat, guys.
Oh, they have slushies.
No, it's not slushies.
Are we having lunch?
I wish. Have a seat, guys. Alright, now, area of the boat. You might notice this is about the size of your average bedroom.
That's the whole kitchen? Wow, that's a busy cook.
So the next time you guys have a get-together, try and get 20 full-grown guys in an area this size. It's not going to work very well. Now, when the BlueBack was operational, these stairs wouldn't be here. You'd have to come down a 25-inch hatch and a vertical ladder. It is not a lot of fun, believe me. You want these stairs here.
No, I don't.
Another room that was operational when we worked is that one back in there. Now, question for you. Did your parents ever make you load the dishwasher?
No.
Did you what?
Load the dishwasher.
No.
Dishwasher?
We don't have a dishwasher.
He is the dishwasher.
He is the dishwasher. Alright, then you'd feel right back at home in that room in there. That's our scullery. Or if you were back there, you'd be washing dishes, so 85 guys, 4 times a day.